there are rules in boxing, unwritten laws. And the number one rule, never ever disrespect Mike Tyson.
This is gonna be a fight. Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Because when you do, it doesn't just get personal. It gets painful, brutal, unforgettable. Mike Tyson wasn't just a heavyweight champion. He was a force of nature. He didn't fight like a man. He fought like a bomb that had just been lit. And when you pissed him off, when you disrespected Iron Mike, that bomb went off. This is what happens when you mess with Mike Tyson and think you can get away with it. Let's go back, before the madness, before the fame, to the raw beginnings. Tyson was a kid with nothing, bullied, poor, lost. By age 13, he had been arrested 38 times, but he found boxing and a mentor in Cus D'Amato. Cus didn't just teach Tyson how to throw punches, he taught him purpose, discipline, pain control, psychological warfare. Cus turned a street brawler into a machine. By 1986, Tyson was already terrifying. 19 years old, 220 pounds, pure muscle, moving like a lightweight, punching like a truck. In his first professional year, he had 15 knockouts, many in under 2 minutes. But even then, opponents thought they could play mind games. Conroy Nelson came in laughing, mocked Tyson's short height, thought he'd just box from the outside. Instead, Tyson walked him down, cornered him, and landed a clean uppercut that shut Nelson off completely. Next came Sammy Scaff, 6'5", thought his reach would make the difference. Tyson put him down in the first round, and Scaff was carried out. The lesson? Don't mistake silence for weakness, because Tyson didn't talk trash. He just destroyed you. Now enter Razor Ruddock. Big, strong, confident. Called Tyson overrated. Said he had no killer instinct left. In their 1991 fight, Tyson wasn't just sharp, he was furious. He punished Ruddock with uppercuts and body shots. And when the ref stepped in, it wasn't early. It was merciful. Ruddock's jaw was broken, and they needed a rematch just to settle the carnage. But nothing compares to what Tyson did to Trevor Berbick. Berbick didn't just disrespect Tyson, he clowned him, called him a kid, said he'd rough him up. He laughed like it was a game. Tyson didn't laugh, he ended him. One punch, Berbick fell, tried to get up, fell again, tried to rise, fell sideways like a man with no bones. That punch didn't just knock him down, it scrambled every wire in his body. Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history.
Second round, the winner by a TKO, and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson.
But he didn't celebrate much. He was already thinking about who to destroy next. You see, Mike Tyson didn't just fight with his fists. He fought with fear. His look was stripped down. Black trunks, black boots, no socks, no entrance music, just a deep rumble. Like a storm coming in. He used silence as a weapon. He stared into his opponents before the bell even rang, and many cracked before a single punch was thrown. Like Michael Spinks, an undefeated champion, Olympic gold medalist. He tried to stay composed, but his body told the truth. On fight night, Spinks was visibly shaking. Tyson charged, a right hand to the ribs, a short uppercut to the chin. Spinks folded, collapsed, and never fought again. Another one? Frank Bruno. Bruno was tough, British, confident. But in both fights against Tyson, he made one mistake. He tried to stand still and trade. In their rematch, Tyson unleashed a flurry so fast, the ref had to dive in. Bruno's head was getting snapped around like a speed bag, and he was never the same again. Then there was Lou Savarese. People were saying Tyson was past it. Slower, softer. Savarese's camp got cocky. joked about how Myke was only dangerous for 1 round. So what did Tyson do? He ended it in 38 seconds, dropped him early, kept punching after the bell. The ref tried to stop it, and Tyson knocked him down too. Even the referee couldn't stop the storm once it started. And Tyson's rage, it wasn't limited to the ring. Outside the ropes, he was just as volatile. Interviews, press conferences. If you crossed the line, he let you know. The most famous example? The 2002 press conference before facing Lennox Lewis. A reporter insulted him, and Tyson snapped. He unleashed one of the most chaotic rants in sports history. Vulgar, furious, unfiltered. He was done being polite. He was ready to hurt someone. And when fight night came, Tyson lost. But in that opening round, for 60 seconds, he charged Lewis like a man possessed, throwing bombs, risking everything, even in defeat. Tyson was still terrifying, but not everyone who disrespected Tyson did it intentionally. Some just smiled too much, laughed during face-offs, or tried to touch gloves with too much energy. That's what happened to Marvis Frazier, son of the legendary Joe Frazier. Frazier was brought in too early, still green, still learning, but he was confident, said he was ready, that he was going to outbox Tyson. What happened? Tyson landed a right uppercut, and Marvis was out before he hit the ground. The entire fight lasted 30 seconds. It looked like a mugging. Tyson didn't just win, he made people regret stepping in the ring. But behind all that rage was something deeper, something darker. Tyson's childhood wasn't just rough, it was traumatic. Born in Brooklyn, grew up poor, father gone, mother overwhelmed. He was bullied constantly, forced to fight for everything. By the time he was a teenager, he'd already seen more violence than most soldiers. When Custer Amato adopted him, Tyson found structure. But even then, he wasn't tamed. He was trained, refined, sharpened. So when someone disrespected him, it wasn't just trash talk. It was a trigger. It unlocked the version of Myke Tyson that came from survival. He wasn't boxing for points. He was fighting for validation, revenge, rage. And if you made it personal, you paid the price. Even legends weren't safe. Tyson fought Larry Holmes in 1988. Holmes had once mocked Tyson when he was just a kid. Tyson never forgot. When they finally met in the ring, Tyson dismantled the former champion. 3 knockdowns in 4 rounds. Holmes had never been knocked out before, until Myke Tyson did it. And he did it with precision, like it was payback. 10 years in the making. In the end, Tyson's career was a roller coaster. Championships, chaos, comebacks, controversy. But one thing stayed constant. If you disrespected him, you didn't just lose, you got destroyed. Because Myke Tyson wasn't just a boxer. He was trauma, power, discipline, fury, all rolled into one man with one mission: make you regret opening your mouth. So here's the final lesson. In boxing, you can play the mental game with a lot of guys. You can clown, talk trash, push buttons. But with Tyson, don't poke the lion. Because when you do, you don't just get beat, you get annihilated.